Hi everybody, it's me, Miss Connaughton, and I'm going to read you a story today called The Secret Life of Squirrels. This story was written by Nancy Rose, and Nancy Rose also took the photographs and put them together into collages in this book. Do squirrels really mail letters into the mailbox? I don't think so. We might see some squirrels do other silly things in this story. Let's see. The Secret Life of Squirrels by Nancy Rose. Look at that squirrel. What's he doing? Vacuuming his rug? Here is Mr. Peanuts. Most squirrels spend their days gathering nuts and climbing trees. Not Mr. Peanuts. He is a rather unusual squirrel. Mr. Peanuts enjoys activities such as cooking on his tiny grill. His hot dogs are delicious. Look, there is Mr. Peanuts cooking his tiny hot dogs on his tiny grill. Mr. Peanuts plays the piano beautifully. His favorite piece is Moonlight Sonata. Most squirrels would find that piece quite difficult to play, but then again, most squirrels don't play the piano. Mr. Peanuts likes to read. His favorite books are A Tale of Two Cities and Goodnight Nut. He especially likes to read out loud. You may have heard him chattering in your backyard. Wait, let me listen. I think I hear some squirrels chattering. I wonder if those squirrels are reading some of these stories in my backyard. You'll have to listen in your backyard to see if you can hear squirrels chattering too. Mr. Peanuts has a busy and mostly happy life, but once in a while he feels lonely. Being a clever squirrel, Mr. Peanuts has an idea. He sits down and writes a letter using his very best penmanship. Whoa, look at how carefully he wrote those letters. Can you read his words with me? It says, Mr. Peanuts up at the top, and then the words say, Dear Cousin Squirrel, please come for a visit. I promise you will have an excellent time. Sincerely, Mr. Peanuts. Oh, I think that Mr. Peanuts is sending this to his cousin the squirrel. Oh, there he goes, mailing it into the mailbox. He mails the letter the very next day, and then he waits, and waits, and waits some more. Oh, he's being very patient, isn't he? Squirrels don't have telephones or emails or computers, so they have to send their squirrel mail through the squirrel mailbox. And it takes a long time in this story. He checks his mailbox every day, hoping for a reply. One day, he finds a letter waiting for him. It reads, okay, here's the letter. Let's read the letter. Dear Mr. Peanuts, my favorite cuz, thanks for the letter. It's been too long. Can't wait to see what you're up to these days. I'll be there soon. Cheers, Cousin Squirrel. And then he put his little tiny paw print on the letter to sign it. Mr. Peanuts smiles as he reads the tiny letter over and over, and then he gets right to work. He wants to make sure everything is perfect for his cousin's visit. Look at him. He looks so excited, doesn't he? Mr. Peanuts dusts and cleans. He even vacuums under the rug. He does laundry, chattering to himself as he works. He is the tidiest squirrel around, and certainly the only one with a washer and dryer. Well, I've never seen a squirrel in my backyard with a washer and dryer. Have you? I don't think so. Mr. Peanuts makes up his cousin's bed just so, with the sheets tucked in tight. He wants him to have a great night's sleep. He bakes his most delicious hazelnut chocolate cake. He tastes the batter just to be sure that it is sweet enough. Look, can you see him tasting the batter? Mr. Peanuts takes a bath with his rubber ducky. A squirrel can never be too clean. He even brushes his whiskers. Just look at that handsome squirrel in the mirror. Oh, just look at him. Doesn't he look handsome? I think so. Finally, Cousin Squirrel arrives. He is just in time for breakfast. Mr. Peanut and Cousin Squirrel both love pancakes. Later, the two squirrels go for a wagon ride. Mr. Peanut soon learns that two squirrels travel faster than one. Mr. Peanuts teaches Cousin Squirrel how to play chess. Cousin Squirrel learns quickly. It is more fun to play chess with a friend, thinks Mr. Peanuts, even if you don't always win. It is a beautiful day, so they pack a picnic. Cousin Squirrel makes his peanut butter sandwiches with an extra layer of crunchy peanuts. Mr. Squirrel has never thought to try that. It tastes scrumptious, and scrumptious means delicious. They must really enjoy that delicious sandwich. That night, they build a campfire and they scare each other with ghost stories, including the old haunted tree and the one-eyed owl. You can't tell yourself a ghost story, thinks Mr. Peanuts. You need a friend. The next day, they go out for ice cream. Mr. Peanuts has his usual scoop of peanut brittle. Cousin Squirrel tries the flavor of the month, buttery salted pecan. Good. See the squirrels eating up their ice cream? That looks delicious. Mr. Peanuts and Cousin Squirrel are two rather unusual squirrels who have a wonderful time together. Having a friend makes everything twice as fun. And that's the end. At the very end of this book, there are some tips for watching wildlife. And I wonder if you take a peek outside in your backyard, I wonder if you can find some squirrels that are running around somewhere. Because in this book, we learned that squirrels, even though we know that this isn't a real book, we know that squirrels do love to run around and play in our backyards. So the next time that you're just sitting in your house and you're looking for something to do, take a peek outside into your backyard or the front yard or into the street or the sidewalk, or you can look up into the trees. See if you can find a couple of squirrels that seem to be talking with each other. Maybe if you look close enough, you might even be able to find Mr. Peanuts and Cousin Squirrel. Good luck, everybody. Bye.